Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Win and welcome back to another video. Today I'm super stoked because we're going to be unboxing the brand new OnePlus 8 and the 8 Pro. So as you're watching this video right now, I am uploading it while the OnePlus event is going on. They are unveiling their new generation of phones to the world, but they were kind enough to send them to me early, so I've been able to look at them and play around with them a little bit, and I'm so excited to finally be able to show everybody the new phones and to now officially use them on stream and use them in my videos and everything. As you know, I've been rocking the McLaren edition, the OnePlus 7T Pro 5G model. I think the 8 Pro is going to become my main driver for gaming, for at least for PUBG, and we can get into the specs in a minute. But first I want to show you guys, as we've unboxed plenty of phones in the day here on the channel, this is the packaging from the 7 Pro. So they first started off with a white box. The media kit that they send us is absolutely amazing, and the presentation rivals any other, phone brand out there, and it's super nice. This was the 7 Pro. Then we got into the 7T. They had more of like a geometric opening on the side. I love this, of the never settle embossed. So they switched it up this time, and for the new 8 and the 8 Pro, we've got a black media kit. So I don't know which one this is. We'll just open this one first. This is the, I think it says it on the side. Oh, there we go. It opens like this. This is the 8. We got the OnePlus 8 inside this box right here. Oh, and by the way, the McLaren, as you guys know, came in this pretty slick orange and black box too. So that was the McLaren edition of the OnePlus 7T Pro. So we've got the 8 in here. One of my favorite things that they include with all the media packages is this really cool book that it's almost like, it reminds me of some designer fashion brands will create like a lookbook for their new line of clothing. And OnePlus does this with like their phones. Like they show sick pictures that they take. They've got the specs inside. Super cool, like people making music with the phones, taking pictures. They've got all the specs in here too that we can go over in a second. But this is the lookbook for the OnePlus 8. Now it looks like we've also gotten a couple cases that they've included. So we have a sandstone bumper case in cyan. I think that's how you pronounce the color there. It's like a teal blue-green color for the case. And then we were also given a nylon bumper case in black. So we already have two cases to choose from for the 8. And we have the 8 itself right here in the box. We're going to open this up. Perfect. They made it super easy to open too. I can't wait to see some of the small differences. I know PB has already said that the phone is a little bit wider, or I guess I should say taller. So for us gamers that hold it sideways, it does feel a little bit wider. Now here we go. You get that nice suction as the box comes off. And there it is. We got ourselves a OnePlus 8 right here. Oh, okay. I think this is blue too. Almost all of my phones that they've sent me are blue, with the exception of the McLaren edition. Let me get this in the hand cam too, just so you guys can see what I'm doing. Taking it out. Oh, wow. Oh, it's got that really nice, like, clean feel. Wow, is that blue? That's not really blue. It's like this. It's like blue, but also so many other different rainbow colors. Look at that. That's so sick. Oh man, that's incredible. Oh wow, that I could look at that all day. I do not want to put a case on that. I would want to put like a clear case on it. That looks unbelievable. On the front though, we do have like a little light indicator in the top left corner of something, maybe like a flash or a front-facing camera. It's up in the top left corner here. I think it's the front-facing camera now that I look at it, but no like notches or bezels or anything. It looks like this goes end to end. So let's turn this phone on real quick. I think it's got some juice in it. There we go. It did turn on. There we go. OnePlus, not bad. It looks and feels so clean. And this is the 8, right? You have to imagine the 8 Pro is like probably going to be just as good, if not better. So we'll let this boot up real quick and we'll check out the rest of the packaging. Man, I can't get over how clean the phone looks. Now normally they have some like secret compartments in here. I don't know if they did on this one, but you have to wonder. Sometimes they like to sneak an extra case or something in the bottom, but this was the OnePlus 8, and we do have the 8 Pro. Now, before we get to the 8 Pro, one of the cool features that I want to share with you guys that they also sent me was wireless charging is now here for the OnePlus. We have this really cool dock that will essentially warp charge your phone when you set it on the stand. So this is one of the things that I have been dying to open ever since they sent it to me. So we're gonna rip into this and test this out as well. No cords necessary, no needing to plug anything in. You can essentially just pop the phone on there, warp charge, pull it right off. And I think, you know, for content creators such as myself, we've got a big desk, like a workstation, all kinds of stuff. It's gonna be really cool to just pop the phone and pop it off when I'm ready to go. So we're gonna guarantee that our phone is always fully charged. And there it is. That actually came out a lot easier than I thought it would. Gonna take, we got the back here. I'm guessing that's obviously the cord. So I'll have to probably plug it into my power strip, but then I get this nice base that can come out and be right on top of my desk. So there we go, get a nice good look at that little stand. And the cord is rather long too, which is nice. I hate when companies give you like a charging dock and then they make the cord like 2 feet long and you're like, what's the point of this, man? Like, what am I gonna put it on? So this is sick. We're gonna definitely try this out later in the video, but I wanna get to the 8 Pro now. And then I wanna go over the specs for both of them because you may be thinking like, oh, the 8's probably a lot weaker than the 8 Pro, but the spec list, when I looked at the books earlier, they seem very similar. There's a couple slight differences, but as far as I can tell, the 8 is a very strong phone in its own right. We did boot up, here we are on the start window. So I'll have to get that all set up, but man, the back of this phone is crazy. It really isn't blue. It's, I don't know what the official color is, but I'm gonna have to look that up because it's gnarly. By the way, I do wanna say shout out to my old company that I used to work for before I became a full-time YouTuber was a glass manufacturing company. And I've told this story before, but the company that make the glass for these OnePlus phones, I used to work at that company. It's called Corning Incorporated, and they make the really strong Gorilla Glass that is used in mobile devices, tablets. They're now getting into automobiles. Their glass is everywhere. Huge glass company, biggest in the world. So I used to work there as an HR manager, and now their glass is in the OnePlus products that I use to play PUBG Mobile. So I think that's really, really cool. But let's get to the 8 Pro now. So no shock, it's the same style box. They did still go with the black theme here for their media kit. It's gonna be the same thing as the 8. We'll pop it open from here. We've got the 8 Pro book, and we're getting just all kinds of goodies here, aren't we? We did get the same cases though, but you'll notice that the cutout notch for the camera is a little different because there are some different components on the back of the screen, but we still got the cyan sandstone bumper case as well as the carbon. Oh, it looks like this is a little bit different. So we got a carbon case here, and the other black one was a nylon bumper case. So a little bit different case there. And we'll get our 8 Pro out here. If you're curious how I opened it last time, there's like a little pull tab at the top, and once you get it started, it starts to rip the wrapping off. Super easy. I like that system. All right, just get boxers and wrap and everything all over the place. So this is the phone that I'm most likely going to be using for PUBG Mobile. Like I said, the 8 and 8 Pro have pretty similar stats, but there are some noteworthy differences between the two. And I think size was one of them. This one looks to have a more deep blue back. Yes, this has the blue that we know and love on all the OnePluses. Here it is compared to the 7T. So this has a little bit lighter sheen of a blue. This is a bit darker, a little bit deeper, like a navy blue. But check out this thing on the side. I believe it's it's like another lens for a camera. I really have no idea. We'll find out for sure, but I think as a guess, we have the flash and we have a couple extra lenses there for taking deeper, better resolution photos there. So that's why the cases have like a cutout to accompany these side lenses as well. So let's boot this one up, and then we can pop on our cases and start exploring, and then I'll end the video with some PUBG Mobile gameplay because I saw some of my fellow content creators were able to play on like the highest graphics and highest frames, and it didn't even degrade the performance of the gameplay whatsoever. So I'm super excited about this. The 7T McLaren, it's pretty dang good phone too, but you know, if we have the latest and greatest, we might as well be using it. So I will be testing out the 8 Pro here in just a minute. But let's also, actually, I forgot, let's look at that wireless charging pad too. That's gonna be really cool. All right, here we go. First take on the wireless charge. You're gonna pop this on. There you go, warp charge, easy as that. And just grab it and go. That's so cool. I can feel like a little fan on the side of it to help keep it cool. I'm trying to figure out where that air is coming from. Wow, that's amazing. This is such a cool little device. So in this slot right here, there's like a little fan that will blow up on the phone to keep it cool. That's so smart. I did not realize that was in there. So I can feel the air coming out of it. Neat. So this wireless charger does work only with the 8 Pro. It does not work with the 8. So that is going to be one of the substantial differences between the two models. So if you guys are looking to get this wireless charger and you want to take advantage of that, it's going to have to be the 8 Pro that you go with. Both phones do come with the warp charge block as well as that really nice high quality red cable for warp charge. So we did get some chargers with each phone, as you'd expect. That was also hidden there in the phone box. Forgot to take that out. Cool thing that I missed out of the phone box for the 8 Pro was this clear case with Never Settle etched into it. So we do get to see that beautiful blue back of the phone through this clear case. I don't think they have it for the 8, but I'm glad we do have it for the 8 Pro. Well, that's awesome. So we get some extra stickers that we did not have last time. So we have ONEPLUS. We also have Never Settle. We have So Smooth, a heart. My friends call me for tech support. And we got some funny stickers. That's a nice little touch. I love it. Cool. There we go. We just loaded it up. Put my SIM card in there too. That's the background we got right now. So here's the height difference that I talked about. If we line up these two phones, this is versus the McLaren. You can see that height difference. It's got about quarter of an inch difference there. And then if we compare to the 7T, I'll line these up on the table, and I think the height difference is a little bit more drastic there. It's pretty noticeable. Maybe a little bit more than a quarter of an inch, maybe like 3/8, not quite half, but still, on a device, you know, where you're dealing in between 6 and 7 inches, a difference like this can be pretty huge, especially when playing a game like PUBG Mobile, where you may have to reconfigure your HUD to deal with that extra space. So for the specs, one of the biggest things right off the bat that you're going to want to know, the ONEPLUS 8 still packs the 90 hertz refresh rate that we do see on the 7T Pro McLaren, but one of the things that I'm going to experience here that I have not yet seen is 120 hertz refresh rate from the 8 Pro. So this is 30 higher than any phone that I have currently used. So this is going to be incredible to try out, and this is probably one of the biggest differences besides the wireless charging port. All right, now for the part that I know a lot of you have been looking forward to, the specifications of the devices. Now at first glance, they're pretty much the same, but when you get into the nitty-gritty details, there's a couple differences, and that wireless charging being the main difference that I personally see between the 8 Pro and the 8, where the Pro has it and the regular 8 does not. Now, at first glance, the dimensions of the 8 Pro are a little bit larger. The weight is also a bit heavier, 19 grams heavier. They both have that 3D Corning Gorilla Glass that I mentioned. The black, green, and ultramarine blue are the colors. I do believe that my 8 is the ultramarine, that really cool blue, but it's got a bunch of other colors in there as well. They're gonna have the Oxygen OS based on Android 10 operating system. They have that 865 Snapdragon CPU, the same 5G chipset, same GPU, the RAM is the same, the storage is the same, although the 8 has this 3.0 2-lane. I personally do not know what that means, but for my tech junkies out there, I'm sure you see a difference there. I don't think it's really going to be that big of a deal. Essentially, for those of us that just look at the gigabytes, the storage is going to be the same for the two different tiers. There's 128 and then the 256 models. Now, it looks like the 8 Pro has substantially more sensors, including a flicker detect sensor and a front RGB sensor as well. At least what I'm seeing here is the sensor list is a little bit longer on the 8 Pro. Now, if we do turn the page, we get into the really nitty-gritty stuff, but the main thing that I wanted to cover here is the battery. So it looks like the battery on the 8 Pro is a little bit higher, 4510 versus 4300, but in my guess, and again, I'm not a expert on a lot of the internals of the phone, but it looks like with the 8 Pro being a little bit bigger and a little bit heavier, that extra battery life that it looks like it has will probably be used up in the fact that it has just that much more screen that has to run, you know, that much more horsepower that has to be run. So you're probably going to get relatively the same battery life out of both of them, would be my guess. Really interesting thing here is that the 8 and the 8 Pro also include face unlock. So before, the thumbprint was the main means of unlocking the device, but now we can use our face similar to other flagship phones that we've seen in the past, such as Face ID. So for the screen itself, you do see that the 8 Pro is a little bit bigger, like I mentioned, 6.78 inches versus 6.55 inches. So that's a difference of 0.23, almost a quarter of an inch like we mentioned. The resolution is 3168 by 1440, and on the 8, it's 1080 by 2400. So we do have an aspect ratio of 20 by 9 on the 8, and we have a 19.8 by 9. So a difference of 0.2 there on the length of the phone. So it looks like the big difference here is that is about a 1/4 of an inch height that you're going to get from the 8 Pro that you won't get on the 8. So if you're like me and you prefer larger devices, it looks like the 8 Pro may be the way to go. All right, guys, we're not in the game just yet. I figured I would boot up PUBG Mobile at the exact same time. You guys get to see it. It's the same time I get to see it. Now, I've already plugged it in. As you can see, the phone is working up here. If you guys remember from the 7T Pro McLaren unboxing, I said the biggest question mark was, will my adapter work with the phone? And it looks like my adapter does. Now, we may have to resize some stuff here. I'm noticing the top of the phone is getting cut off a little bit. Currently, my screen right here is sized up for the McLaren. So you guys can see here, I'm not lying. We really are booting this up for the first time. It's asking me for storage permissions. We hit yes, and it's going to hopefully be the only time we have to hit yes on that. It looks like I've got to crop the top and the bottom a little bit of the phone because it is a little bit longer. Update finished. All right, we're going to hit restart for PUBG Mobile. Baboon Persona is now available. Interesting. Might have to do that. Wow, this looks so good. Now, it defaults to the low frames for whatever reason. We're going to go ultra, balanced, smooth, extreme. So smooth extreme is the only option. We can go HDR. Ultra HD, not yet available. We got ultra frames, though. We're going to go colorful. We'll bust up the brightness just a bit here. Hit OK. New settings have been applied. Perfect. Nice. Like, not even, I mean, we're on the home screen. Not an issue. Let's go, let's download our maps. Let's get Erangel. Let's just hit a quick solo. We'll do like solo, just so I don't lose rank and I can run around and enjoy the map and just see it in all of its splendor. I could have done a TDM or something, but I figured, you know what? That's not going to push this baby to the limits. It's going to be the classic matches. Here we go. Look at this, though. You guys know I'm the king of smooth extreme graphics. I don't remember the last time I've been able to play on this high fidelity and have it be like, it's basically like I'm playing on smooth graphics anyway. This is nuts. All right, I'm going to take a couple quick seconds to fix my HUD up. This is wild. I can't believe I'm playing with these graphics. I know I'm going to probably say that 10 more times, but I really truly have played smooth extreme. Even on the iPad Pro, it can't handle this. But OnePlus can, and that's just mind-blowing to me. Oh, shoot. Oh, my gyro's not on. That could be a problem. Oh, he's got a pan. What? I'm like not getting panned this early in the game. Are you kidding me? Gyroscope always on. Yes. Let me get that brightness up there too. Thank you. Now I can see what the heck's going on. We got gyro back too. Man, HDR Ultra, this is nuts. What if we did like movie mode? What the heck? This looks crazy. I feel like I'm in a James Bond movie right now. FPP? Let's check FPP. Yo, man, FPP looks nuts. I feel like I'm playing Battlefield or something. Oh, man, reloading. That's cool. Let's try some other graphic settings real quick, like soft. Huh, yeah, soft's a little different. It's a little softer. Look at this. Like, the bricks have, like, their own texture. Like, what? This is what I'm used to. Everything looking like Play-Doh. Let's try realistic. Now this looks like PC PUBG right here. Look at the texture in the red. Wow. I feel so mind blown right now. I've tried loading up HDR before, but whenever I've tried, it put me at like 2 frames per second, so I wasn't able to appreciate it like with such smoothness. All right, driving's gonna be interesting. This will be fun. Look at the lighting effects, so you get like the glare off the top of the car. Whoa. This phone feels massive too, by the way. It feels so big. I love it. I am really all about bigger phones. I feel like I have so much space now to kind of perfect my HUD. My HUD is okay. It's not quite there yet, but that's because I've been dealing with smaller devices that kind of limit my ability to put the buttons truly where I want them, and I feel like on this phone, I could get it to a spot where it feels very comfortable. Oh, there is somebody. Oh, it's a bot. Oh, wow, that was awesome. Whoa, reverse charge? That's awesome. I think I just discovered that this has reverse charge as well. I'm going to have to confirm that, but my guess would be like if my 8 Pro touches the back of your 8 Pro, then I can share some of my charge with you. Now that's really cool that they implemented that. That's awesome. We have a shotgun and a VSS, by the way. Got that god tier loadout. I don't know where that was, by the way. I need to hit a quick reload. Hopefully not die. Oh, literally right here. Oh, he is in here. Oh. Nice. Well, now we finally get some good loot here. Can actually finish the rest of this match off as we were intended to, and not stopping and looking at the graphics every 10 seconds. Give me that AWM 8X. I really want to try sniping on this game. All right, we got the AWM. Didn't get the 8X, so that's okay. Screw it. I was going VSS shoddy. I think it's only fitting that I get an AWM double or a DBS. Keep in mind, I'm going 128 kilometers an hour, so the fact that it's like rendering everything at this graphical level and doing it so smoothly and not stuttering or anything, that's crazy. When you're just walking in a field, you're moving at such a slow rate that, you know, the game can probably load stuff pretty easily. But when you're flying at this speed, it has to clearly render stuff in a lot more quickly. That's why, like, when you see a squad driving towards you, you get hit with fat render because the game all of a sudden has to load them. And this is handling it really well. Oh man, you can see the sun reflecting off the roof of this barn. That's cool. Look at that. It's like actually has a metal roof at HDR. Let's go back to colorful. There we go. Dang, that's such a difference. What in the world? That's such a huge difference. Oh, we got a homie right here. Ow. Hey, that's not nice. Oh. Whew. Was that a different guy? Is that other guy still there? Get out of here, buddy. There we go. Give me that 8X. Give me that scar. I told you we were picking up 5.56 for a reason. I think this dude's been here the whole time. I think the guy I killed earlier, different dude. See you later, suckers. Y'all about to get bridge camped hard. Oh, word? No freaking way, dude. I'm not missing this one. No. No. How, dude? How? Well, told you I was gonna get him. I didn't miss, but I can't believe I didn't kill him. Like, what in the world? Yes, we're getting better. We're getting better. Damn. Yo, I forgot how wild solos can be. Oh, there's a guy at the rock. Sailed it. Oh, alright. Good night, Night Storm. I think in an ideal world, number 3 kills number 2 and lets me make a move. If they're far, I can make a move on them. Finish them up with the arm, get the chicken dinner. They're probably all hoping the same thing. Nobody wants to move. Oh, what? I hit it. Not him, but hit the vehicle. No freaking way, dude. He's so lit. What's his HP at? Yeah, 10, 15. Come on, man. That sucks. Well, GG's. Let's see what this other guy was. I can't believe he was in that shed the whole time. He just took off in the buggy, and I was this close to headshotting him. I think I hit the outer cage of the buggy, dude. That sucks. So then it's got to be the other guy, the one that shot at me first. When I first crossed over the bridge. Solos is brutal, man. I forgot how much fun it is. Yeah, here it is. Ha! And he actually lost! Wow. He ended up losing. That was a pretty hot match for freaking Silver 5 or whatever I was in, but not bad. So there you have it. That's some pretty sick gameplay, and we did that whole thing on HDR Ultra frames. I've never finished a game that well with that type of graphics. That's unbelievable. I think for now I'm gonna bump it down so I can get those extreme frames until PUBG Mobile identifies that they can unlock the higher settings on OnePlus. But as for now, I'm really impressed with this. The larger phone, this is great. This is gonna be my main phone for sure. No doubt in my mind that I'm gonna keep playing on the 8 Pro. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the unboxing. And if you guys are in the market for a smartphone, I can't believe I have to say this, but you guys should definitely check out the OnePlus devices. They just did their launch event. As you guys are watching this video, I'm going to release my video in tandem with their launch event. So if you want to see all the nitty-gritty specs, if you guys are phone junkies and want to see all the details, more than what I gave you in this video, make sure you go check out that launch event. But guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you again to OnePlus for sponsoring the video and sending me all of their amazing hardware. I love testing it out for you guys and letting you see just how good it is. But that is all I have for you today, and I will see you next time.